Hello, fellow gamers. Welcome back to another Smash Bros. Moveset tier list. Today, I'm gonna be doing Inkling. I normally don't upload on the weekends, but I was going to upload this on Friday. However, I had problems with recording because I'm stupid and I forget to plug in my headset to my computer, and it just really frustrated me. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do it another time. Whatever. So I figured, today's a good time to at least get a couple tier lists out of the way. So may as well get started now. So Inkling, the first Ultimate Newcomer. We are pretty much almost done with the series. All we got left is the Ultimate Newcomers and the DLC, and we can, I don't know, retire something. I don't know, but yeah. Shout out to Braver45 for making this tier list. And I just want to remind you guys, if you guys are enjoying this series, if you've been enjoying these, please like, sub, and comment below any opinions on each move that you may disagree on, because obviously I'm not familiar with every character, so I'm gonna overlook some stuff, or I may just get them wrong, but oh well, everyone makes mistakes. So yeah, let's just get started. So let's go over the tiers real quick. So we got bad moves that are pretty much it's too weak to be used in your average match. Usable moves that are not bad or not useless, but definitely have weaknesses. So average moves that are middle of the ground have a very honest payoff, and they get the job done. Strong moves that are pretty powerful and are going to be some of your main attacks for neutral and for combos. And finally, busted moves that are just kind of broken, can do a lot and will also be your strongest kill moves. Since Inkling has trouble killing, I'll go over which moves are the best at killing. So they're likely going to be up in the upper half of the tier. So let's start with jab and rapid jab. So they're both pretty strong because you can actually do a rapid jab and it'll ink your opponent. So a couple things I'd like to go over is that Inkling does have a mechanic where the more ink your enemy has, the more damage and knockback they take. So that is kind of like their main gimmick. So um yeah, so just keep that in mind. It's not something I'm gonna bring up a lot, but once I get to the specials section, it will matter more. So just for now, that rapid jab can ink your opponents, which can be very helpful. Um, so next is F tilt. So I'm gonna actually put it in usable just because it does have some weaknesses. So first of all, the frame data. Well, Inkling has very good frame data overall, but F tilt, it's just kind of like, I don't know. You just kind of swing at him, and I don't know. It can be hard to follow up with F tilt, so you kind of need to be precise, and you just gotta know what you're doing. So it's not something you want to throw out all the time because it's slow. It's got pretty slow wind up time, and I just think you might want to use down tilt instead, since it's a two hit move and it's got um, better frame data. So it isn't bad. It can still poke, but it doesn't have the best range like most forward tilts do. Next we got up tilt. I'm just gonna put it in average. It's a pretty standard combo starter. Nothing insane really. Same with down tilt. It's pretty good at hitting opponents from a distance. It's got better range than F tilt. And you also go low to the ground, so you may be able to avoid some projectiles with it. So that is always nice. So now we got smash attacks. So all of his smash attacks are pretty good for what they do. So So I think your strongest ones will be F smash and up smash. So if you let's say you use your roller to bury them, you're gonna want to follow up with an up smash or a smash attack, depending. Wait, no, that's dash attack. Hold on. F smash. Yeah, it's depending on the matchup. You may want to use up smash on like the lighter characters, and then for heavies, you may want to use forward smash. So I forgot to rank dash attack, so I'm just gonna put it in average. It's pretty good at calling out whiffs and really nothing more to say about the dash attack. However, Inkling does have a very good dash. Just very good mobility overall, since it can be difficult to telegraph what they're gonna do, since they're always underground doing their movements and stuff. Since that's how it works in the actual Splatoon games, which I played a little bit of Splatoon too. It's not really my thing. I don't really play PvP shooters that like at all. I don't really play them anymore, but I did play Splatoon 2 for a bit around a couple years after it came out. So anyways, back to the smash attack. So down smash hits on both sides. So I guess I'll put it there. So yeah. Anyways, next we got their aerials. So neutral air. Honestly, all of Inkling's aerials are pretty good. Except for one, which I'll go over in a bit. But I think the ones you're gonna be using the most are back air and up air. Because back air is just really powerful. It's fast, disjointed, it's strong, and it's also safe on shield. I think I've already said that, but it does a lot. So always use back air when you have the chance. And up air, same thing. It's really good. It's quick. Well, it's not quick, but um, it can hit twice. It's still a safe move. It's still really strong. It's actually going to be. I think it might be your best kill option since it is pretty strong. So that's what I use a lot to kill opponents, but it can be a little difficult to pull off. But overall, it's still a great move after a throw or yeah, it does a lot. So gonna put him there, and then neutral air, forward air are just good combo tools, and they're still pretty strong. Forward air's also strong. However, it does take a little time to come out, and um, it's got a bit of end lag. However, it does have a lingering hitbox, so it can be it can be useful to call out different attacks. So do keep that in mind. And then down there, I'm gonna put it in the bad tier. It's simply just too weak, and it's only active for 2 frames, which can be very misleading. So you see, Inkling Girl kind of pokes at the ground, so it looks like it has a lingering hitbox, but in reality, it's only 2 frames. So it can be very difficult to hit someone with that. I think if they made it linger a little more, it'll probably be a usable move at best. But I don't know. It's still just way too weak and not really something I go for often. It is definitely possible to spike zone. I've done it before, but obviously it's got a lot of glaring weaknesses. So just be careful when using down air. Now onto their specials. So let me get let me move them all here. So I'm not sure why ground roller and air roller are separate since they're still the same move, but whatever. I'll go over the differences in just a bit. Um, so splatter shot, I like to use this to call off different approaches. So if you see like, for example, Fox, he's a very fast rush down character. Ideally, they're gonna want to approach you with an aerial or something. You can use this to push them away and get a ton of ink on them. So very useful move. However, it does use up a lot of ink if you hold it for too long. So just keep that in mind. You can also angle in different directions, kind of like Bowser's Fire Breath, or Charizard's Fire Breath, whichever you want. But yeah, great move. Next we got the Roller, and this is gonna be a bit of a hot take, but I'm gonna actually put it in the usable tier. I know a lot of people hate this move, and don't get me wrong, it can still be annoying at times if you get hit by this a lot. However, you can still avoid it easily just by simply jumping over it, and uh, yeah, that's literally the best way to avoid it. It has a lot of startup time and a lot of end lag, so okay, maybe it doesn't have a lot. I don't know why it says one frame of it, but what I'm trying to say is that it can be difficult to cancel out of it since they gotta like mash in order to jump out of it or something or shield. So it can definitely take some time for them to get out of the roller animation. So yeah, it's pretty easy to avoid once you get used to it. Um, a lot of aerial based characters, it won't really be good against them since they're always going to be in the air. So why even bother with the roller when you can just chase with up airs or back airs? So I don't know. That's my take on roller. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad move. It's definitely useful against opponents who like to rush a lot on the ground, like Little Mac, for example. But um, I don't know. There's still ways you can avoid it. There's many ways to avoid it. Like I'm pretty sure you can shield it. So I could be wrong about that. You can always let me know in the comments. Anyways, moving on to down B, which is the grenades. I like to use this move a lot. However, the problem is it does use up a lot of ink, so you can only use maybe up to 4, 5-ish bombs. So I'm gonna put it in average, but it can definitely be a powerful ledge guard option against against certain characters that recover horizontally or just have a linear recovery in general. It can also cover approaches, even force shields. So actually, I think I may move it up to strong, just because I do use it a lot, and it can definitely force opponents to interact, whether it be blocking or jumping over it. But you can also mix it up. So if you just simply tap it, it'll just do like a little toss in front of you. Um, the more you hold it, the further it'll throw. So there's a lot you can do with it. Next we got up B, and Inkling's recovery is really good. So I'll put it at the bottom of strong. Nothing more to say about it. I guess another. Yeah, I guess you can hit someone with it, but they can see it coming, so maybe it's not the best idea, but it may throw someone off. But anyways, that's all I got for their specials. Moving on to their throws, which they've got some okay throws. Nothing too crazy or overpowered. So F throw, the only thing F throw has going for it is that it has I think it's the strongest throw in Inkling's kit. I'm not too sure. Maybe it'll tell me here. Let's see. Um, okay, maybe not. Maybe it's not the strongest. No, it's not. It's the weakest throw. But it does ink them, so I guess that's the only thing it has going for. I think up throw can ink, but I'm not sure since they go into their little squid form. So maybe I don't know. But the ones you're going to be using more are definitely back throw for killing. I'm actually going to put back throw in right here since Inkling does have a tough time killing. So I'll put back throw there. Up throw and down throw are both your combo throws. They're interchangeable. However, in certain matchups, you may want to use. Well, depending on the matchup, you may want to either use up throw more or down throw more. But against characters that have like down airs that can go straight down, just like for example, Bowser's down air, or Kirby's down air, they or down B. Sorry, don't you may not want to use up throws since they can pretty much anti-juggle, so yeah, just be careful with that. Down throw is good against big targets, so yeah, I think that's all I got for Inkling. So pretty fun character. Um, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna get ready for Ridley, so I'll see you guys in a bit.